Birds are known to have evolved from reptiles, and the transition from reptiles to birds can be inferred through fossil evidence. One of the oldest pieces of evidence comes from a group of reptiles known as Thecodontia, which lived around 190 million years ago. These reptiles already exhibited some bird-like features, such as running on two legs and having lightweight, hollow bones similar to those of birds. The oldest fossil evidence of birds is the Archaeopteryx, found in Jurassic deposits dating back around 138 million years. Upon examination, this fossil displays characteristics that are a mix of reptilian and avian traits. The animal resembled reptiles in appearance, roughly the size of a crow, with a well-developed skull containing teeth. However, its tail had feathers on both sides, and its forelimbs had wing-like structures. Several hypotheses exist regarding the evolution of toothless beaks in birds. One suggestion is that the absence of teeth contributed to a lighter head, advantageous for flight. Another hypothesis proposes that the lack of teeth allowed for the development of beaks, enabling birds to consume a variety of food. While a conclusive conclusion has not been reached, it appears that birds completely lost their teeth during the Cretaceous period. The argument that dinosaurs lost their teeth during evolution into birds is one of the hypotheses proposed by several researchers. According to this hypothesis, dinosaur teeth were replaced by bird beaks, which provided advantages for flight and efficient egg hatching. For instance, the absence of teeth would make a bird's body lighter, facilitating easier flight, and offspring could hatch more quickly from eggs. Additionally, the lack of teeth reduces the risk of tooth decay or damage. Evidence supporting this hypothesis includes genetic, fossil, and anatomical features shared between dinosaurs and birds. For example, mutations in genes involved in tooth formation are said to have led to the loss of teeth in birds, and fossils of dinosaurs show traces of feathers and beak-like structures similar to those of birds. These studies have contributed to elucidating the relationship between dinosaurs and birds. Birds, lacking teeth, employ various methods to overcome the inability to chew food. Birds use their beaks to break down food into smaller pieces or moisten it with saliva containing enzymes that aid in digestion. Food is temporarily stored in a specialized part of the esophagus called the crop, where it mixes with saliva, softening it. Birds mechanically crush food in the gizzard, a muscular organ that contains sand or small stones to grind the food. Chemical breakdown occurs in the proventriculus, where birds secrete hydrochloric acid and enzymes to chemically break down the food. Absorption of nutrients takes place in the small and large intestines, where digestive juices from the pancreas and liver mix with the food. In the ceca, water and some nutrients are reabsorbed, and fermentation produces fatty acids and vitamins. Undigested food residues are transformed into excrement and expelled. Feces consist of solid and liquid components. These adaptations help birds effectively process and extract nutrients from their food despite the absence of teeth. Fire-breathing birds or dragons have not been discovered among currently existing animals. However, in the past, there were flying reptiles, and there are still flying lizards and snakes today. Furthermore, the concept of breathing fire is not scientifically impossible. For example, bombardier beetles release a chemical substance when threatened, expelling a hot liquid. Various hypotheses have been proposed regarding how mythical creatures like dragons could breathe fire. One idea suggests that if dragons had organs capable of storing and igniting flammable chemicals, they could have produced fire. The portrayal of fire-breathing birds or dragons in speculative fiction movies differs significantly from real animals that existed or currently exist. Nevertheless, exploring scientific possibilities is an interesting endeavor. Thank you. Note, the term dragons in this context refers to mythical creatures and not real animals.